Hey guys, it's Amy. I decided to do a video today because I wanted to go over all of the headlines that we've seen on June 12th and why that same pattern showed up in several different rituals that were headlined over the few days there. So, guys, if you're new here, my name is Amy and I am teaching gematria, which is the practice of coding letters into numbers. It comes from biblical times. So if you really don't know what it is, guys, watch my channel. There's a lot of people that are teaching it and it's something you can easily Google, right? So your knowledge is your choice, guys. But we're going to start out talking about the skull and bone rituals that were in the headlines. So here we have Mr. Jim Turner. He was an NFL kicker who won the Super Bowl with the Jets and he died at age 82. This headline actually came out after June 12th. So, no, it came out on June 12th, but he actually died before June 12th. Okay, so here was your June 12th headline. And he was a pretty important role in this upset from the Colts in this big Super Bowl event. And we all know all sports are scripted under the same code and they sacrifice off the players, right? So they tell us that he died of heart failure on June 10th. So they headlined him on the 12th, but he actually died on the 10th. Well, the 10th was 74 days from his birthday, and we know that's a big killing number because heart failure 74, that's how they're telling us he died. He died 74 days from his birthday, which Lucifer Masonic killing is 74, and it goes right along with that 115 with his name. And he died at the age of 82. He was drafted in 63. Now, if you look at his draft anniversary, same pattern we teach about all the time. He's dead 177 days from that draft anniversary. And if you'll notice, his full name is 69, going right along with the Mark of the Beast and the Jesuit Order, and why he died 177 days from his draft anniversary. So this is the big Super Bowl he was in. Now watch this. He dies 149 days from that game's anniversary. So we can see why they waited to headline him on the 12th because skull and bones equals 202, and that's the day leaving 202 days left in the year. So when we woke up, anybody that knows this knowledge, we woke up knowing on June 12th that we were going to see some skull and bones rituals. Well, honey, did we ever? Because if you look up here at the top of the screen, we're going to talk about all these. So this is why they headlined him. So they killed him off 149 days from that big game's anniversary. Skull and bones, if you're taking the alphabet forward, A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3, it's 149. If you run that in reverse, meaning Z's 1 and A's 26, you get 202, just like the days left in the year on June 12th. It's exactly the reason that we knew there was going to be some skull and bones rituals. These numbers that I'm getting ready to talk about, we're going to see through all these rituals that they did in the headlines. So the next headline that we got was on that day, well, it was one of the first ones that we got that day was the Prime Minister. And looky here, see, we're going to talk about these same numbers. So day of the year, June 12th, day leaving 202 days left in the year, skull and bones is 202. So he actually died 256 days after his birthday, or a span of 257. So if you're counting the end date, you're going to have 257. If you don't, you get 256, right? So Prime Minister of Italy is 256. And 256 days from his birthday, so we're not counting the end date. Or it's 257 if you count the end date. So this guy dies 257 day span from his 86th birthday, or after his 86th birthday. And he was the Prime Minister of Italy. So he dies 256 days after the birthday, or a span of 257. So we got the Prime Minister of Italy being blood sacrificed off 257 days after his 86th birthday. It was also 110 days up until his next birthday. And there we go. We got that skull and bones number again. Skull and bones, their emblem is the skull and crossbones. And if you don't know who Skull and Bones are, guys, George Bush was a member. It's where you get all your presidents from Yale. And it's another reason that the towers came down. It's a big, huge skull and bone ritual. Was the 9/11 with George Bush. So we got the ritual from the prime minister here over there being sacrificed off. Now we also got this girl in the headline. She came a few days later, but she actually died on the 12th, and this one's sick. So she was a Disney Plus star. She was in Snowdrop, and her name was Park So Ryan, I guess how you'd pronounce that. So we just talked about these same numbers right here, the 74s and the 115. Jim Turner, remember? So we got the Jim Turner being dead right here. So we just talked about him, and here we are going to talk about him again. So she was in Snowdrop, 43 and 38, just like Killing and Lucifer is. Got those 74s and 115. She died at the age of 29. All right, so she's associated with Disney Plus. You can see why she was associated with Disney Plus and why she was chosen to be a sacrifice. So she was in an accident, and then she was brain dead and died the next day. She fell down the stairs, kind of like Trump's wife, ex-wife, fell down the stairs. So this girl falls down the stairs too. So she died on the day leaving 202 days left in the anniversary, or 202 days left in the year, and 41 days from her birthday. So you can see why. So she dies on this day, and it's 41 days from her birthday. Just like they killed the other guy 149 days from his draft anniversary. This guy, oh, wait a minute, was it this one or the other one? Sorry, I get them all mixed up. It's this one. Okay, so Jim Turner, here he's dead 149 days from his anniversary. And then we got Park So Ryan, who's dead 41 days from her birthday. There's her birthday. See, she was born May 2nd. She also dies 177 days from the release anniversary of Snowdrop. Same numbers, guys, over and over. So she's dead 177 days from Snowdrop coming out. On the day leaving 202 days left in the year, 41 days from her birthday. And these are the same numbers that we just seen over here with this guy right here. Look. And he dies 177 days from his draft. So this dude dead 177 days from the draft. This girl dead 177 days from the release of Snowdrop. So we also got the announcement of Pat Sajak, right? He's not going to host Wheel of Fortune anymore. Same day. All this is coming out. So Pat Sajak announces that he's not going to be doing it anymore after the 41st season. So you notice he's age 76 right now. He also says it's been a wonderful ride. So if you'll notice, he's going to retire after season 41 at age 76, and he announced it on the day leaving 202 days left in the year. So now we've got this happening, right? Like, you can see these patterns play out with so much when you learn these codes, because it's literally the same pattern. It's how they make history repeat. So that's why Pat Sajak is, if you write out his name in reverse, it's 137. We're 137 days from his birthday. This pattern shows up all the time. So Pat Sajak is set to retire. He announces it on June 12th. He's going to retire at the end of the season. He's going to be 76 years old, and it's going to be the 41st season. Will be the last one of Wheel of Fortune. So then we got the headline of Treat Williams. He's from Everwood. And guess what day he died? Same day, guys. Day leaving 202 days left in the year. If you'll notice, his name is the 223, like the Synagogue of Satan and the Skull and Crossbones. So he made his debut in Deadly Hero. and he dies 173 days from his birthday. Just like Pat Sajak, who just announced his retirement 137 days from his birthday. So now Treat Williams is dead 173 days from his birthday when he got famous on Deadly Hero. Look, see, we're talking about the same numbers over and over. He actually died 47 years after this came out. It lasted 102 minutes, and look at his name. Like, these guys are so damn sick, y'all. So damn sick. They do it every time so well. So they told us about this one today, but guess what? Dude dies on the June 12th, right here, right? So he's dead at the age of 66. They're announcing it today. He died on the 12th. So look what I even put. Add him to the list of deaths from June. It's supposed to be June 12th that followed the same patterns. So guess what? He's dead 76 days from his birthday. Skull and Bones is 76. Pat Sajak is 76. He's retiring. Now watch this. He was Auburn is actually the one that announced his death because he was the first black coach for Auburn. And if you count the span, like we did with the birthday a few minutes ago, so we're 76 days away from his birthday, or a span of 77. And that's why Auburn released the headline on it, because it was 77 days. We also got the headline, because this is a big push in the headlines right now, is the trans agenda. So this guy here was headlined, same day, guys, the 12th. And they're saying that he was let go because of a post that he made back in May. So it says on May 29th, he created controversy after he shared a video on Instagram which endorsed against the LGBTQ boycotts of the Bud Light, right? So May 29th is the 149th day of the year. So we're right back to that skull and bones pattern. And look, right back to it, guys. And they said it happened, if you'll go back up here to the headline, look, Pride weekend. It's all over Pride weekend. So he was let go right before Pride weekend. And right there it is. Pride weekend. This happened on June 9th, 6/9. And that's why they strategically place things in the headlines. That's why this one happened on the 9th. He didn't hear about it on the 12th. He actually did it back in May. So you can see why they let him go before Pride weekend. You can see why they headlined it when they did on the 200 on this day, leaving 202 days left in the year. I didn't put it in there. And you can see why they told him to make the tweet. Because all these guys are told what to do. If you're making bukus of money, and when I'm talking bukus, I'm talking, what, about $1 million a game? Some of these guys sign contracts where they literally make more than our whole families will make their whole entire lives put together with interest in the bank. These guys make it in less than 60 minutes in a basketball game or a baseball game or a football game. The reason that they're paid that well is because they're told what to do by their handlers, by this club. They're in the club, right? It's a big club, and like George Garland said, it's a big club. We ain't in it. And you can literally learn this knowledge and see all these rituals play out. There's a reason that on May 29th, he didn't post that video to Instagram. Do you really think this dude is sitting down posting on Instagram? No. Most of the guys don't even control their own social medias. They have handlers that do that for them. So he's going to post this on the 149th day of the year, and then he's turned around and headlined on the day leaving 202 days left in the year. And then they let him go before the Pride celebration. just like Harvey, you know, died 76 days from his birthday on that same day, just like Treat, same pattern, you know. He died 173 days from Deadly Hero, him becoming famous of that. Pat Sajak's retiring, you know. Pat Sajak, his was a big ritual, like when you really just get down to it, because he's going to retire after 41 seasons at the age of 76, and he announces it on the daily when 202 days left in the year. And then the Anthony Bass dude did the tweet on the 149th day of the year. You got Park Shoo over here. She's dead 41 days from her birthday. She fell down the steps. Like, come on. This guy's dead too, 110 days from his birthday. The Prime Minister. We know why the Prime Minister of Italy is dead 256 days before his birthday or after his birthday. And we can see why Jim Turner's dead 177 days from the big game. Like, you can see it when you learn the language, guys. But, guys, I just wanted to do a quick video and talk about June 12th and how scripted it ended up being with, you know, all the headlines that we just went over. So we just literally went over 6 different headlines. What was it? 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 headlines that came out about June 12th, and they all shared the same pattern. It's just a coincidence, right? Conspiracy theory. People are crazy. Guys, you got to learn this knowledge because your knowledge is your choice. Trust me, they're not going to teach it to you. They are not going to teach it to you. You have to want to learn this knowledge yourself. But guys, I'll see you on the chat tonight for the TRF show. TFR show. Lord, I'm talking too fast tonight, guys. But I love y'all. I'll catch you on the next one.